What's going on, YouTube? We're back with another video. Ooh, one video a week, huh? Y'all know how it goes, man. I'm a very busy individual. Just give me a few weeks, man. You know, I'm doing school stuff. And I'm kind of like, I kind of want to do other content, so I'm just kind of like chilling on YouTube. Like I said, I still stream Monday through Friday, except Thursdays on Twitch, so it's not like I'm completely dead. I'm just not doing YouTube that much. But anyway, let's get on to this Sermia review. Y'all know we do a female, male, female, male. So this time we did a crowd last time, right? So this time we're doing a female, so it's gonna be Sermia, the Serms, okay? Yeah, so let's get into it. Her base stats, okay? She got the same base as Moonlight Kin. They're both Leo 5-star warriors. So really good base attack, 1,359. Moderate base health. It's like, it's good. 5,542. Good base speed, 105, 585 defense. Got some crit chance in there in the tree, and everything else is normalized. So y'all know what she is. She meant to do that damage, that damage. She want to blow your back out, okay? She's like watching Shuri, but we'll get into that. First skill. Playing with fire, baby. Attacks with a flaming sword with a 55% chance. I think you skill us up to 60. Wait. Oh, 75. 75% chance to make the target unhittable for one turn. Okay. And some damage buffs in there. Hot streak. This is a like super important. Shoots fire, granting a caster increased attack greater for 2 turns. Okay, so it's not a normal attack buff, it's a greater attack buff. So that's 25% more attack. So 75% in all. Resetting the cooldown of all in. And granting an extra turn. So you can skill this up, it gives you a 1-turn cooldown, so 4 turns, right? The extra turn to drop it even more, so like a 3-turn cooldown. All in attacks with a blazing inferno, penetrating defense by 50%. It's not like a long paragraph, but that's, it might as well be. Penetrating defense is a big deal, right? So it's not a full defense penetration like Watcher Shuri, but 50% is still significant, right? And you skill this up, it's nothing but damage. And the soul burn is 10 souls and increases damage. So what is it, like 40%? 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30? Yeah, 45. 45%. Wait. Okay, 40%. I'm tripping. I'm sorry. So Sermia's niche. Sermia's niche is all about one shot. And she's trying to blow your back out. She's trying to do as much damage as possible. Treat her like Watcher Shuri, So that's her niche. That's pretty much it, bro. She's trying to kill you. That's what she does. Like, she has some utility with the heal block, but I mean, if Sermia is in your squad, you're probably trying to kill something immediately, right? Because she's penetrating defense. So yeah, content user in. Obviously, she's flame, right? But she's all about like doing damage, so she can be your main DPS in your squad. You pair her with like defense breaker. Defense breaker still helps for her, right? Because she's not penetrating full defense, and even then, like, it's not like she can do this every turn, right? So having a defense breaker having a defense breaker in there is like helpful. Pair her with a healer, someone to keep her alive, someone to share damage with like a tank, stuff like that. Your basic general needs in PvE. PvP. Now it depends on your gear, right? Like who you want to pair up with and stuff. Like I guess I can show y'all my Sermia real quick. Actually, I guess I'll say that for the end. But yeah, just basically use her in content that's like, if you fight like you're fighting a fire boss or like a boss that's not ice, pretty much. You can bring her as your main DPS. Y'all know how it goes. PVE, and PvP, she's there to snipe a character, right? So yeah, she's very good to use with like combat readiness pushers like Oxlots. I personally use her with Oxlots. You can run in there a Saria Tamarin combo. If you're, if there's not too much ice. Like, it's hard to use fire. Y'all know if y'all watch my streams a lot, I'm always preaching about how hard it is to use fire DPS units. Because, it's hard to not run into those crowds, Dizzies, Angelicas, SSBs. She's super prominent on defenses right now. So, I mean, if you have an answer to the ice unit in the squad, and then, like, Sermia could take care of everybody else, sure, but... Or if you're feeling ballsy, you feel like you won't miss, you know what I'm saying? Because you could kill a crowd one hit if you don't miss, right? But you're taking a big risk, and that's what you're trying to, like... You don't want to take those risks, right? So... yeah, it's hard to use fire, but when you can use her, she's a force to be reckoned with. But let's get into our artifacts. So if you rocking, that high attack Sermia, well, Barrier's Tooth is a nice thing to have if you got it. I'm not a fan of using a Barrier's Tooth if it's not maximally broken, aka like 30, like plus 30, because it's not 100%. Like, it's 100% if it's plus 30, right? And then your Sermia has a crit, which if you build her like you should be, she should be critting every time, right? Unless she's like missing or something like on Violet, but at that point he just melts anyway. But yeah, Barrier's Tooth is a core artifact. Her own artifact, Border Coin, it's okay. I guess longer fights. When she does her S2, it does stack 3 times for a maximum of 45%, right? So her own artifact is pretty cool. Hell Cutter. Hell Cutter is a really good artifact. You know, if you feel like you're gonna use her in a long fight, or maybe you just need that extra crit chance. This is an okay artifact to have. You run like a really slow one and using it for a longer fight. Hell Cutter is always nice, right? Of course, you got to throw in there the lovely Portrait of the Saviors. You go on for that nuke potential plus 20% more damage is significant damage increase, okay? So Portrait of the Saviors is always an option for like a Watcher Shuri, Surmia-esque type hero, a nuker, right? You can never go wrong with this artifact. And of course, if you don't have Portrait of the Saviors, Exodus Tonfa, next best thing, right? Because it's 60% instead of 20%. I mean, it's just 4%. 4% is a lot, but you know, if you don't have portraits, right? I'm one of those guys. I wish I would have farmed more portraits. I only have 2 max ones. I wish I would have farmed like 3 more max ones, but you know, I'm still using Exodus Tonfa, right? So if you don't have it, you gotta use the next best thing. So yeah, this is my Surmia. I know I don't usually show stats, but it takes a lot of time for me to edit the stats in and do all that. So I guess I'll just show y'all. So you can run attack set, crit, you know, something crit, speed crit if you got the sub stats. Doesn't really matter. Like, get the stats. She's trying to nuke, bro. Just go as high as possible. So as y'all can see, my attack is like right there at 4K. I still gotta switch some stuff. She still needs some help, right? Like, look at this helm. This doesn't even have like attack percent on it, and this has like more health. This has a whole bunch of health, right? I see, like, I mean, I like this stuff over here. Stuff over here is okay, right? I really like this this ring. This ring has a lot of history to it, if y'all didn't know. This ring is the first like good ring I got when Wyvern 11 first came out. This is like my first ring where I was like, wow, it actually dropped. I didn't craft this, it dropped, and I was like, wow, this is actually pretty cool. And then this necklace, it's blue, but it got some good rolls in there, so yeah. But it can still use some improvements, as you can see. But y'all see the general idea, right? I use her with Oxlot, so she doesn't have any speed, but it's because Oxlot is just pushing her anyway, right? Since I run her with Oxlots will guarantee her the next turn, no matter what, right? He's pushing 100% combat readiness, so since I pair him with her, she doesn't need any speed investment. But if you're using like Assyria Tamarin, and you're not pushing 100% combat readiness, Tamarin does push a lot. She pushes like 50% if you have a maxed out S2, but sometimes if you don't have any speed in there, it's not enough to push ahead of that like Cecilia or Crow or whatever, right? Somebody who has speed investment, so maybe you need to run speed boots. But it's all about your sub stats in the day, I feel like, or about your stats at the end of the day. If you can get like at least 4K attack and then you can use speed boost at that, and you still like have a whole bunch of crit damage, it still works. She has like Portrait of Saviors, you know, stuff like that. Soul burn is her soul burn is increased damage there. It's only 10 souls, so it's really good. But yeah, like that's the general idea. You want some effectiveness in there for her, not too much obviously, but just get it in there for her heal block, right? And then just go straight on offense. You want as much crit chance you can get. Maybe you don't need 100% if you're running like that new artifact, or like a Challenger Dominion or something, like a crit chance imprint, something like that. But you obviously want to crit. You want to do as much damage as possible. So crit rate, crit damage, attack. You're just going all out. She actually has a lot of health, bro. Like, I have a lot of health in here, but like I farmed Banshee and I put her on this second. Like, oh, I got some pretty sick destruction stuff, right? And then these free boots they gave you, y'all know how it goes. So I was like, yo, why not throw it on Surmia? She's cool. I really like the character, so. And I already have gear on my Watcher Shuri, so I'm like, yo, I can put her on her. Why not? But yeah, I think, you know, she wants to do damage. She's very straightforward to understand. She want to pop somebody, right? She just want to pop somebody, so it's not too hard to understand. Let's go look at her S3. So, bro, look at her. She got the sword. She ready to fight, bro. She ready for combat. She ready to throw them hands. So her S1, she hops in the air, slashes you. I love how this looks. I love it, bro. And then it grants her extra turn. And then, like, her S3 animation, then she just shoot this big ass dragon at you. He just eats you alive, blow your back out. You seeing like 30K or something, depending on like who you're hitting, or I don't know. She just hits mad hard. She just goes ham. The cool thing about her is like she can do this, right? And then if you have an attack buff, like you use Oxlot, you push her, right? Oxlot will give her attack buff, and Oxlot can hold the book, so you can soul burn this. And then her next turn, she can do it again. So she resets the cooldown, and then she can just soul burn again, right? So you use the 20 souls from Oxlot's book to snipe twice. Like I said, it's hard to use fire. It's really hard to use fire in the current arena meta because all these ice. But when you do get a chance to use her, she goes ham, bro. She's a really satisfied unit because she has the potential to get 2 nukes. Watch Shuri can do the same thing. He's element neutral, right? But Watch Shuri has to like, reload. His soul burn is him like lowering the cooldown or whatever, but it still takes time for him to like reload, right? She could like go ham twice. But like, you know, she's actually a RGB unit, so she can miss, and she's only penetrating 50%, right? But she got the soul burn extra damage, so either way, if you got a really good Sermon, she's going in. But yeah, I think that's it. So if y'all like this video, like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Okay, deuces, babies.